Oh yeah. Hoy. Hoy. Let's improve the contrast. Oh. Why no go? Ọnụ kwuru Chukwu gbanye n'ọbịa gbanye onwe ma Chukwu na-ebi ndụ echesu okwu ọnụ. Ma Chukwu na-ebi ndụ echesu okwu ọnụ. Cheta ikpe ya. Ọ bụrụ na mmadụ ndụ ya bụsi ala na-arụsi. Ọ bụrụ na mmadụ ndụ m ga-abụ nwa nke Chineke ma Chukwu na-ebi ndụ echesu okwu ọnụ. Chukwu na-ebi. My people. I greet you. So I'm trying to share this video. Guys, I think we have to move this thing to YouTube fully. Really. Because we can't be dealing with this nonsense. And I don't have that strength to start organizing any protest on Facebook now, because the mission now is to focus on Chinasamuru and Chike. I said that we are going to start with Swiss embassies, like we are going to start with the Kuwaiti embassy. Then we move to Swiss embassy. We are not going to allow all these crooks to have a rest. And the time of talking is over. Since Chike Dozema and Chinasamuru love Nnamdi so much, they are going to come and join. It's that simple. They will join him there. Very, very simple. I've been about him to join your supreme leader. Nabatin. Nabatin to join. Guys, share the video, please. Share the video, share, please. Share. Share the video. Keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. Let's run this money in sharp. Keep on sharing, guys. Well done, my brother. Happy 2022. Happy 22, Emeka. It was an amus. I greet you. Additional. Martin Zubi. Okoro. Like him again. Yeah. Guys, share. Those of you on YouTube who have only 5 watching on YouTube, don't worry. We'll soon make YouTube our permanent home. We'll soon make YouTube our permanent home. This one. Share. We're going to start in the next 1 minute. Share the video. Like bingos will say, cheer. Share the video. Share it. Onye didi go ya. Onye didi onama. Binge didi go ya. Binge didi onama. Binge didi go ya. Binge didi ogamakwano. Binge didi go ya. Binge didi onama. Binge didi go ya. Binge didi onamakwano. Onye didi go ya. Onye didi onama. Onye didi go ya. Onye didi ogamakwano. Onye didi go ya. Only your mama. Only your mama. Only your mama. Who is calling me? Igbohosa. Igbohosa, good morning, my brother. Alpha. Nakwana. I beg, I dey live. You get wetin I go ask you. I no wan ask you on air. I dey live now. When I finish, I go call you. Thank you. You go read for some people today. We are not going to even disclose what we are about to do today. But one thing I know for sure is that Dingoes and their supporters, they go hear them. They go seriously hear them. Yes, they should come and join Kanu. Yeah, my people, grand rising. I greet you people for being here this wonderful morning. Guys, please, if you are not following us on YouTube, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. I think moving forward, most of our videos will be moved there. I don't know what's wrong with this Facebook, and I'm not the only one complaining about it. They don't let political videos go other viral again. So if you don't have both accounts that will be boosting your reach, forget it. That's the secret. So they're supposed to hear that, of course. I'm breaking news. Jubilee. Jubilee. Jubilee and Sudan. Guys, please, let's share by Moringa tea. Chai Chioru. Moringa chai. Healthy. Smells so nice. One thing Nnamdi Kanu cannot do now is drink Moringa tea. That is one thing, no matter how much, he cannot drink Moringa tea. So my people, once you are alive, you are healthy, you are okay, you don't have any terminally, you are not terminally ill, okay? Baba Bash, okay, I will try to contact you. All right, my people. Well done. If you are not all these things, please be happy. Be happy that you are not Nnamdi Kanu right now. Imagine insulting somebody for years. Spending years to insult someone, and you came out and declared that from the group that we destroy everywhere, then we destroy the country everywhere we shake out, we turn Nigeria to Sudan. You will turn you will turn the person's family property, compound, household, whatever, pick. You take your pick. You will turn it to Sudan, Somalia, Libya, Yemen. And less than 7 months after you said that nonsense, less than 6 months after you said that nonsense, you are in a cage. A cage funded, built, and maintained by the same person you've been insulting. By the same person you've been insulting. Now, you are so out of balance, you have no legs, that you are depending on the mercy of the same person you've been insulting. My brother, you are a moron. You are a confirmed Iflave. You are a confirmed Wimbe. As a matter of fact, you are a bingo. A big bingo at that. My people, raise your hand and let me pray for you this morning. Stretch forth your hands. Put one hand on your head and raise one to the Lord. Oh Lord, my God, Heavenly Father, the creator of the whole universe, I come to you today for wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and the spirit of discernment to know who not to insult, to know who not to enter his trap. Oh Lord, my God, may I never be like Nnamdi in the hand of President Buhari. May I not depend on the mercy of my enemy for my salvation. May I not call somewhere a zoo and end up in a cage in it. In fact, may I not shoot myself in the foot. May I not shout formidable for months and years, then end up begging on my knees. May I not be an ukoko like Usain Bolt who doesn't know his life. All this I ask in thy holy name. Amen. Yes. If you have prayed this prayer, please, I hope you live by it. You live by this prayer and take it. In fact, let it be an advice. Forget all this joke. If thunder won't fire you, it will make you go find trouble for where you know to come out. Case in point, comparing bingos and the president is just an insult. No, compare bingos and the bingos and the great vulture. Have you seen the flogging? So it's not always about number. It's not always about noise. It is about you backing up your words with actions. Okay? People are insulting their president. Oh, you say Buhari don't have okay, please. You are trying to make me something I wanted to do at the other side of the program. Let me do it now. I will leave this your comment here. I will leave this comment here. Okay? I will leave this comment here. Let me play for you. Oh, he has nothing against it. Don't worry about it. Oge me have amnanya. Oge me have amnanya. Voice note to Gaputigo. Oge me have amnanya. Oge me have amnanya.
Power on. Bluetooth mode. Pairing.
Voice note to Gaputigo.
Paired.
Oge me give up. You say you don't do anything. Okay, let's start. Let's go now. We have to understand what we are talking about. I say insult. Nobody talked about insult. If the criminal was just insulting the president, nobody would have this time. Okay? We are talking about terrorism. Those of you that say he has no case to answer, let's do the usual thing. We let Nnamdi Kanu witness against Nnamdi Kanu. Okay? I'm going to call my star witness, and my star witness against Nnamdi Kanu is Nnamdi Kanu. It's going to happen now. Oh, no, watch it. Watch it, no, where are these voice notes? Okay, these ones. Oh boy, plenty. Now, court, Your Honor, I present to you the first evidence against the defendant. Now, I call on my witness, Nnamdi Kanu, to take the stand against Nnamdi Kanu. Or you hear that?
To declare 24 hours curfew. So I want to ask, tomorrow, are we permitted to go out and do what we need to do?
The protest is every day for the next 3 weeks. Every blessed day for the next 3 weeks. And you people must devise a strategy to outwit the army. As I said before, the army will case in one direction. There are some guns in Edo State right now as we speak. Use those guns to kill 1 or 2 or 3 army officers, take their guns from them and begin to kill the others. Anyone you kill, you take the guns and you kill other people as well. That's how it's going to be. Because they cannot sustain this fight for 3 weeks. Before 3 weeks, if they continue to move their troops down, Boko Haram will overrun the north. And they understand they are very stupid. You know that they are very bad, unless they are the ones responsible for arms. There are guns in Edo State already. Kill the army wherever you see them. Kill 1 or 2. Take their guns and
Your Honor, as you have heard the very first statement, very first witness against Nnamdi Kanu by Nnamdi Kanu, I would beg to continue with my tea, and I call on Nnamdi Kanu again to witness against Nnamdi Kanu. Oh yeah.
the caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, my leader, are you talking to me?
Yes, please. Your name and where you are.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Ambassador Chris Wise. I'm calling from the Kingdom of Cambodia.
Cambodia, right.
Yes, sir. As call demands this very morning, what I want to chip in right now is that you have been giving instructions, and I am thanking the boys that are carrying out the instructions properly. But most of us that are calling on radio saying that they are still waiting for international communities to speak. When they have heard from you that the amount of the international communities that would have been a mouthpiece to the voiceless has been muted by the British. Yet they will come online and start asking such questions or start saying that we are waiting for international communities. This time around, sir,
we are not waiting for any international community.
Did you hear it from the bingo? I quote, we are not waiting for any international community. Next, again, I will let you hear that one. So, all these bingos that are going, we are protesting in Israel. We will protest in the US. We are going to protest in the UK. Protest to who? The same internet. Messi Anosike, are you hearing it? Which can see the nonsense baseless argument that talk. We are killing what? Which are the killing innocent people? Where? So all these criminals, these cannibals that are eating human flesh are the innocent boys. These ones killing people everywhere are the ones. No, I want this your comment. Your comment will be here until. I think I may have to remove it at some point, but I want you to see the stupidity of this your comment. Come out from this one. I'll be killing innocent people. Where? You are still buying the nonsense you are getting from your bingo platforms. Keep on, keep it up. I'm coming. Now we continue.
We are not waiting for any international community. Can you know what there? Let us all die here. Let us all die now. What international community is that? What is less international community? You can't even wonder. Are we alive? Is this life? What type of life is this? You cannot drive 1 mile without checkpoint. You cannot go to your house. They harass you outside with SARS. You come in. Even mosquitoes have the SARS unit. There is even SARS unit in the mosquito world. Those ones who don't listen, shelters cannot kill them. Or that they cannot kill them. They are disturbing you at night. There is no light from NEPA. Everywhere is rotten, and you're telling me that this is what stupid international community.
So that is it, sir. The best thing I want to say is that our gallant men, because I was once a military force before I left. If you want to deal with your enemies, you don't deal with them face to face.
Simple. Go sideways.
Go sideways and again, set trap in the front. What I mean by setting trap in the front is that you bring a kind of strategy, triangular form. They will focus on that triangle, then why you settle them from the back.
My dear brother, wait 1 second. Let me tell them what to do now. People are, now you're talking, you're a soldier, you're an ex-soldier. You know they drive very fast. And some places is a blind bend. You cannot see what is coming from the other side. You know they are mad. Janjaweed. You know that thing that the task force you to put on the ground, those spikes to spike your tires. You know that, don't you? You know the spikes you put on the road. I want every welder now in Biafra land and elsewhere, every welder, go and build spikes. So when they are traveling in their hillocks, you stay by the side of the road and you throw out the spikes and their vehicle will come to a halt. Once the vehicle stops, you throw your Molotov cocktails at them, the bottle bomb, inside the vehicle. They will abandon their rifles and they will run out. You burn them alive. That's what we need to do. Burn them alive. Go and build those things to stop, to puncture their tires. Now, what we are going to do on every road is to put nails and pins on the road. So when they are driving, all their tires will go flat. That is how you stop any reinforcement. Since you want me to tell you this thing is live on air, I will tell you. That is, we need to, wherever we are holding them, we stop. Another group will be waiting for the reinforcement to come, not jumping up and down, doing Oshebe like an idiot. You go to the bushes, you lay ambush for them with the petrol gun. As they are coming, we throw out the spike. The spike will puncture their tires, they will stop. We will now throw the bottles at them, the bottle bomb. They will flame. Some of them will be on fire. And we commandeer their vehicles. We get their weapons and we kill them. Please go ahead.
And again is that language code is very, very important this time. Language code is very, very important. If possible, we can use the CBD for the volunteers. They should learn it. Very, very important. That is CBD security language code. Is very, very important to each and every one of them these days. And if they abide by these very instructions, victory will be ours in the next 6 days.
He said, now they said it's a revolution. Not too many things are secret anyway. They are janjaweed, they won't understand. Now listen very carefully. If you are in a place and you circle a prison, or you circle a police station and you want to bring out the prisoners, or you want to bring down the police station, one thing you should be concerned about is reinforcement.
Are you hearing it? To release prisoners and burn down police stations. So far, all the things he has said, did they happen or not? We are continuing on.
Because I said to you before, we outnumber them 100,000 to 1. We are more than them. All these criminals put together. We are Aneka, we are more than them. Now, if you are carrying out an operation in a place, those going to stop the reinforcement is also very, very important. That from today, we want to stop them from driving in their hillocks all over the place. Now, what are we going to do about it? It's very simple. If you don't have any welder around where you live, you see nail, 6 inches nail, go and drive it through a plank, a small plank. Drive 6 inches nails through them. That can cover the length of the road. Or as they are driving, you just push it out. As you're pushing out the nail and they are panicking, you start throwing petrol bombs at them. The police or the army people inside the vehicle will catch fire. They will run out and you can take their weapons from them. So stop asking me to give you weapons. That's how you get it. Anywhere we are carrying out an operation, stopping the reinforcement is very important. You need to stop any reinforcement. And in fact, let me even make it very simple. If you're too scared to do what I ask you to do, simply go and get nails and place it on the road for up to 100 meters. If they come there, they must stop. They will come out of their vehicle to go and start picking the nails. As they are picking the nails, we are also picking them up. Now you understand. That is how we are going to do it. And that is how we are going to succeed in slowing them down. Do you understand? And then they will go to their barracks and they will bring out their armored personnel carriers or whatever they call it. And we have the weapons for those ones. Let them bring it out. And we want to set an example with one of them. then they will know that our engineers have really, really worked hard over the past years. They're playing with us. They don't know how prepared we are. They do not know how prepared we are. They have no clue how prepared we are. We are very, very prepared, and we are going to defeat them. We are going to defeat them. Because they don't know how prepared this generation is. They think it's like before. Oh, go back home. Your ego is calling you. Your answer is calling you. Your KDSC is calling you. Hey, elders speak. Oh, rubbish. Rubbish. Failed elders. Failed. Shame on all of you. All you do is to gossip. Nnamdi Kanu did this, and if you did that, gossipers at your age. At your age, you are still gossiping. Shame on all of you. Failed leaders. What stupid leader are you? Is there any light? There are. Sorry to have kept you waiting, please. Sorry to have kept you waiting. The caller on the line, give us your name. If you can.
No, that line is too funny. The line is too funny to be played once. We need to go back.
They will know that our engineers have really, really worked hard over the past years. They're playing with us. They don't know how prepared we are. They do not know how prepared we are. They have no clue how prepared we are. We are very, very prepared, and we are going to defeat them. We are going to defeat them. Because they don't know how prepared this generation is. They think it's like before. Oh, go back home. Your ego is calling you. Your answer is calling you. Your KDSC is calling you. Hey, elders speak. Oh, rubbish. Rubbish. Failed elders. Failed. Shame on all of you. All you do is to gossip. Nnamdi Kanu did this, and if you did that, gossipers at your age. At your age, you are still gossiping. Shame on all of you. Failed leaders. What stupid leader are you? Is there any light? There are. Sorry to have kept you waiting, please. Sorry to have kept you waiting. The caller on the line, give us your name, if you can.
Hello. Yes, sir, I'm here. My name is Mecca, and I'm calling from South Africa.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I've been listening to what is happening in your program, and also everything that is happening in Nigeria. I just want to have a few words just to advise our people in Nigeria.
Go ahead. We are listening. The world is listening. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry, are you a South African? You are from your accent. Hold on, you are a South African. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, I am, but I'm a Biafran by marriage, sir.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. As our people are on the roads or on the streets, this revolution, now the thing is still raw. It's still raw. So as they are running and they are chasing the police, they should be holding the petrol bombs, as you have said, sir. And at night, they should not sleep. This is not the time to sleep. At night, they go inside the bushes and they start strategizing not to sleep, so that in the morning they have the strategy. By this time, here in South Africa is after 9. There should be smoke everywhere. All the government buildings have been burnt down already by this time. Because by the time we were doing our own revolution, we were not waiting for any weapons to come from anywhere. You take the weapons from your enemy and you kill your enemies with their own weapons. That is how it's done.
I'm in love with you, I'm telling you. If not that I'm married to a very beautiful woman, I'm telling you, I will tell your husband I'll be like David. I will kill your husband and take you. I'm telling you the truth. You're a very powerful woman. May Chukwu bless you immensely.
I'm thinking, what are they doing? There's no strategy. They're just running in the streets. It's not good. The coordinators are supposed to be coordinating them. The PRO is supposed to be feeding you with, giving you feedback on the other side. Not people, mothers and young girls are busy taking pictures of what is happening instead of fighting. Everybody should join the fight.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you.
Your Honor, I think this is the second one. I would have loved to stop here. And in this second evidence, you have seen that the bingo at least earned himself 250 years. 250 years at the very least. But I wouldn't want to stop here. I will let the criminal keep on implicating himself. This is just the evidence. So,
shooting where again? Shooting in Okota, they are shooting also in Okota. People must go to the bush, ambush them. Go to the bush, you need to cut them off from the back, ambush them, take their guns from them and kill them. These are animals, they're not human beings. They may be wearing police army. They are not human beings. These are terrorists from Niger. These are terrorists from Gambia. These are foreign terrorists from Chad. They are not human beings. Disarm them and kill them. If you allow them to scare you off the streets, your life is over. Your life is over. And I want Lagos airport to be on flames. Breach the perimeter fence. Go and burn down Lagos. Anybody, if you have double barrel, if you have pistol, anything you have, give it to them, let them go and kill them, penetrate the airport and set Muhammadu Airport on fire. Set it ablaze right now. Then the world will listen. You are dealing with animals. Fulani Janjaweed, they are animals. They do not reason. They do not reason. You don't know them. You don't know them. I mean, are they not killing people? The caller on the line, can you hear me? Yes, please.
Hello. Good
evening, sir. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Chidigorugu, calling from Lagos.
What is happening where you are?
He was at Oshoda Papa Expressway. There was shooting us there. It's 5 people that they killed this evening.
How many policemen died? I don't want to hear they kill us, they kill us. How many did you kill? How many police or army did you kill? How many?
They have burned the Lassa police station. They have burned it down. They burned the Saleh police station. They burned the Orile police station down. Everything is down now as I'm speaking.
Thank you very much. That is, since if you go to my page, you will see a flag there. Nigerian flag stained with blood. So the flag that people should be carrying should no longer be green, white, green, but green, white, and red.
okay. My people, there is a very fresh one that I've not played. Now, hear this one. When you are hearing that they behead people in Osu, cutting their heads, all these bingos they are sending to behead people, don't know that the heads they are bringing are not actually used for any juju. They are selling it to all these politicians. They are selling them to all these politicians. Now, these politicians, you are seeing, they are using it to blackmail the people. They will say, hey, we have to give you juju. You have to, if you want to be powerful, may he begin amen. May he begin amen. He begin amen is come and they will tell you to do human sacrifice. You don't have it. They say, okay, we know people that can procure the head for you. They will give you carry a human head on your hand and be talking rubbish. At the end of the day, you don't know that there are cameras everywhere. You will not know that there are cameras everywhere. Okay? This one say all this thing you are playing is wasting of time. Does Nigeria have law? Don't worry, you will know it. No law, and Usain Bolt is there. His lawyers are going to court. You see, you people, all these things we are playing is not that we are trying to convince any people, because you fools don't have sense. You don't reason. You don't reason. It's for the other people who don't know to know. And if you notice, your fellow bingos who understand what's going on are not commenting. They know that aka jinu na akpam. Eji iyano awu akpam Nnamdi Kanu. Otu aka Buhari shijide oji ya n'oyo. Okwuru otu apịa ya ụta pịwa ya. Let's continue. Let me play another one.
We'll bury him with 2,000 heads. So 2,000 heads. Not going to believe it's only 100. We'll bury him with 2,000 heads. In Consol. You don't know. Now you know.
Yeah, it again, no.
We'll bury him with 2,000 heads. Allegedly, consort 2,000 heads. Not my opinion is only 100. We'll bury him with 2,000 heads. In consort. You don't know. Now you know.
Now, there is one you've not heard before. Maybe you heard it during NSAS, but you didn't hear it again. Let me play where he explicitly told these people to go and kill Tinubu. Are you hearing me? And I want you to listen.
Tinubu must his hotel. Anywhere you see someone who you are talking, Tinubu must his hotel must be burnt down. Burnt down. Mark it. Tinubu will know how powerful we are tonight. I gave the order and his hotel is on flame. Is in flames, I should say. Simple order. People blame, they don't know what I do. People actually blame with this. They don't know how formidable we are. As soon as his hotel, they started seeing smoke, they called Al Jazeera. And now they're reporting on Lake. They're playing with us. We are the largest mass movement in the whole world. And I start ambushing soldiers where you are. Set trap for them. Go and dig a ditch on the road. If they are coming, they will fall in there. They are very good with some soldiers, they will die. Start killing them. Now, if you don't kill them, they will kill you. Tomorrow I will tell you I told you so. If you don't kill them, they are going to kill you. That is the way Nigeria works. If you don't understand it, now you understand it. We outnumber them. Is that correct? We outnumber them. As they are facing one group to shoot, another group will come from behind and take them and kill them. And take their guns from them. And cut off their heads. Don't just kill them, cut off their heads. People who see, cut off their heads. So they will go to hell. They are going to hell. Cut off anybody you kill, don't leave the body in there. Cut off the head. I think they are mad people. From tomorrow, and listen to me, from tomorrow, whenever you see a policeman or woman kill that person, from tomorrow, anybody wearing army uniform, kill them, take their gun, there will be magazine in their gun, use it to kill a large number of them. Simple as that. It's a revolution. In a revolution, you don't sit and wait until you saw somebody brings you a gun. Go and prepare any weapon you have and come out. People say they need guns. Am I going to say so? If I go from a woman, I give you gun. You know, I go to a show and I give you. No, it doesn't work like that. Anything you is a revolution. Anything you have with you, you use it to kill your enemy. And they are all our enemies, all of them. Thank you very much for that.
Did you hear this one very well? Did you hear this one very well? You saw the cannibals that beheaded the policemen they killed. They ambushed and killed. They beheaded them on video. And you saw them in their camps when they were roasting their heads and their bodies. Did you hear it or not? Let me play this one again. I want you people to hear this one. One more time. One more time. This is just pure evidence, I guess. Now we don't even need to do any program. Okay? We don't need to do anything. After this, I'll just post the link for contributors to come in. Anyone that wants to contribute, fine. I don't need to do any job. Nnamdi is doing it for me. Hear it again.
Anywhere you see someone who you are talking, his hotel must be burnt down. Burnt down. Mad people. Tinubu will know how powerful we are tonight. I gave the order and his hotel is on flame. It's in flames, I should say. Simple order. People blame, they don't know what I do. People actually blame with this. They don't know how formidable we are. As soon as his hotel, They started seeing smoke. They called Al Jazeera. And now they're reporting on Lekki. They're playing with us. We are the largest mass movement in the whole world. And I start ambushing soldiers where you are. Set trap for them. Go and dig a ditch on the road. If they are coming, they will fall in there. Their vehicle will somersault and they will die. Start killing them. Now, if you don't kill them, they will kill you. Tomorrow I will tell you I told you so. If you don't kill them, they are going to kill you. That is the way Nigeria works. If you don't understand now, you understand it. But we outnumber them. Is that correct? We outnumber them. As they are facing one group to shoot, another group will come from behind and take them and kill them. And take their guns with them. And cut off their heads. No, don't just kill them, cut off their heads. Look at who see, cut off their heads. So they will go to hell. They are going to hell. Cut off anybody you kill, don't leave the body in that. Cut off the head. I think they are mad people. From tomorrow, and listen to me, from tomorrow, whenever you see a policeman or woman kill that person, from tomorrow, anybody wearing army uniform, kill them, take their gun, there will be magazine in their gun, use it to kill a large number of them. Simple as that. It's a revolution. In a revolution, you don't sit and wait until you saw somebody brings you a gun. Go and prepare any weapon you have and come out. People say they need guns. Am I going to say, if I go from a woman road, I give you gun, I go to a store and I give you, no, it doesn't work like that. Anything is a revolution. Anything you have with you, you use it to kill your enemy. And they are all our enemies, all of them. Thank you very much for that.
My people, this one, I'm going to share it. I'm going to share this one after the program. Right now, I just want to put the link here. I want to key in the link so anyone that wants to come on would come on. Let me get the link. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the link. Hold on. Nnamdi no do anything. On a go use on a eyes here. On a go use on a mouth chop on a eye today. No worry. No worry. I'm coming. Let me post the link. //com// let me get the number. MAH55. My people, I don't share the link. Now here's the link. Those of you who wants to join in there, here is the link. Man, whether drug or no drug, we are not going to pity him. We are not going to pity. Please, those of you on YouTube, I thank you so much. I can't see you unless you comment. Please like the video so it will help get up the YouTube algorithm. Only 13 watching on YouTube. Guys on YouTube, please help me like the video. If 13 of you can like the video right now, you will see how far the video will go within a space of 3 minutes. That's how YouTube works, and that's why I'm trying to be streaming only on YouTube. And I think I'll go on TikTok also. You tire? This is what Usain is facing. Never tire, okay? We are here to remind them everything they said. We are here to remind them, okay? You say you also declared Imo State a battleground. You also called for the head of Wike and who? Yes. Yeah. I say we will get all those things. These ones don't Francis Fana, please, if you are looking for my trouble or someone sent you here, don't comment this nonsense here again, please. If I start talking about him now, you people say, hey, Ijele, why are you talking about him? Why Ijele leave it? Ijele leave that one. Don't come here and comment that nonsense again. I'm begging you. I will not tell you again. I will simply block you. Like I said, tell him to go and bring that evidence he has that the Fulanis are paying me. Are you understanding me? This is the only way to stop. If he doesn't bring that evidence, I'm not going to leave him. And anyone that is trying to, see what I will do by mentioning this name, I will simply block you. If you want to listen to him, go and listen to the thief. Go and listen to the liar, to the hypocrite. Poor man, hey, I have a house. A house, the woman that rented it is kicking you out now. I told you that if you didn't contribute money for the next one she wants to rent now, that she will kick you out. You are not coming in. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him. So don't come here to talk nonsense, please. I don't mean entertain such rubbish. Like we were saying, Usain Bolt must buy. That's the link. Anyone that wants to come on is free. Because I believe there is nothing much we need to do here than to buttress the president's point. Okay? Than to buttress the president's point. This is what we are doing. They are saying, hey, they have nothing against him. They have nothing against him. You, ask yourself. Ask yourself, do you actually want to be in Nnamdi's shoes? Eh? If they have nothing against him, why are they going to beg the president? And why this nonsense? These are people that say they believe in rule of law, want to tweak the law now. No, if we do it, that means we are proving ourselves to be a lawless country, a lawless people. So the law demands that Nnamdi would hang. The law demands his hanging. If you don't know the meaning of justice, go and check it. Justice does not mean sweetness. Justice is not sweet, okay? Someone said I should please send the link again. The link is there, okay? No, many of them have been recycled now. Many of them have been recycled. Are you hearing me? Just, my people, we are not a lawless people. Let me post the link again. We are not a lawless people, and we are not going to let lawlessness reign supreme, lest we become what our enemies say we are. He said, resend it again. Okay, I will. Lest we become what our enemies say we are. We are not going to leave this coup. He is not going to be free ever. Ever. Okay? Somebody says, people say that they know here. Okay? Let me block one Okoko. Benin people tell them. And you know, when they were having this problem with Benin people, I'm happy we stepped in so they don't rob all of us in with these bingos. Are you understanding me? That one. He said the link is not clickable. No, you can copy it in your browser. If you can't click it, copy it in your browser. Write it down and copy it in your browser to your browser. Copy to your browser, then you launch. You will get it. Those on YouTube, thank you for liking. We are getting up there on YouTube. Guys, like, keep on liking. Those of you on YouTube, please. Okay. Okay. Jeff Dubem, I'm not getting provoked to, if you watch it after saying anything, the things about him, you say nobody. That's why I cannot sit down and be talking about him on one full video. If they didn't raise up the issue, I wouldn't. Okay. Now I cannot sit down and let idiots that I'm feeding go and lie to people. Oh, he's giving somebody that has nothing. Please thank his wife. You people should thank his wife. Let him show you a single property in that house that is in his name. Nothing. Nothing. Woman go buy car, go come dey brag with her for Facebook. I think that is not my type of life. I'm not going to go and embarrass him. But now he go use the hand embarrass himself. Okay? Now, why should you people still believe that there is hope for land? Eh? Are you understanding me? Why should he be left alone? Why should he be free? Those of you that are listening to Ebube Monso wants customers, and he knows when he say Biafra, Ebube Monso knows that Nnamdi is not like a Biafra. You can ask Ezawo. He is Ezawo's friend. They've been talking. In fact, Ezawo has his voice notes criticizing Nnamdi, knowing very well that this guy is not. Father Mbaka himself needs these people, and they know that our people have not, for once, they've not done their research on this Biafra issue. That's why they are lying to them. Okay? That's why they are lying to them. Someone said something here. Let me read it. He said, they pardoned Ojukwu. Do you think they might end up pardoning? No. Ojukwu was pardoned by Shagari because Shagari was desperate in 79 and he needed that vote. Mind you, when that war happened, not many people are privy to the information, to the accurate information. If that war had happened right now, Ojukwu would be killed the moment he sets foot in Igbo land. He will be killed immediately. Many people didn't know that he did not consult with anybody before going to that war. And they will tell you, oh, all the elders told him to go on. It's a lie. How come the premier was under house arrest? How come all the leaders were under house arrest? Isn't that diplomatic at gunpoint? And the diplomatic at gunpoint is euphemism for use of force, brute force, using physical force. Okay? This is what Ojukwu had going for him was the means of information, the means through which people get their information. They are limited. Radio, how many radio stations? Most of those ones are federal radio stations. People are using. And those people at the federal level, they don't even know what's going on. They didn't understand what was going on. And Shagari was desperate. Okay? Shagari was desperate. The desperation of Shagari, was what made them give Ojukwu that thing. And watch what Ojukwu did when he came back. He came and joined the same northerners he went to war against. He told you there was no way to make peace. We were exhausted everywhere. Every means of negotiation. We can never be there. The same Ojukwu went back to them. Now see the thing here. Now his case is totally different. Totally different. This is a nobody, never commanded an army, never had any office. Is Buhari going to lead him now to do what? So he will tell these people to go and vote for APC. APC does not need him. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? There is no political gain in pardoning him. And if you pardon this fool now, he will go, oh, they've even started sharing another lie. And they told him to go with 5 states. Idiot that is fighting for his neck. The mistake Nigeria made over Ojukwu must be corrected. The Ojukwu mistake, of course, you can't put Ojukwu and Nnamdi at the same pedestal. It's not us, it's an insult. As I hate Ojukwu, I have not seen any Igbo man I hated more than Ojukwu. It's personal to me. My own family lost people to his stupid war. And before the war could get to Nnewi, Ojukwu ran it. Ojukwu ran away. Before the war could even get to his front, Ojukwu ran away. He did not even stand to die. He did not even risk surrendering the flag himself. And he came back somehow. He said, when my uncle didn't come back, we don't even know where he died, where he was buried, what became of him, just like so many other people. Children were being pushed into the war, and they were telling the world that these are volunteers. How can you lie blatantly like that? If you are saying the truth, you know what you're fighting, you have the support of your people, why were you lying? Children, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15, going to war front to fight trained soldiers. And somehow, if I refuse to accept that such a madman is a hero, I'm now an enemy of my people. You people really need to check the meaning of that word and mean it. But one thing I will never do is putting Nnamdi and they are not the same people. This is someone, a stubborn child that wasted his father's name, his father's wealth, opportunity, and everything. And those of you that are saying he fought the war with his father's money, say lie. Ojukwu didn't have access to all of Louis Ojukwu's assets. No. He seized every money, every gold in all the banks in the eastern region. Mind you, we are talking about the entire south and southeast, except for Delta and the Edo State. Every other place was under him. So if you people are not ready to talk about that money, please stop talking about the funding of the war, because you don't know how it happened. Let me read this one. Ijolo, who made this statement? I'm Nahad, the leader of IPOB. I have over 2 million men under my command. I can decide who lives and who dies. I can play God if I want to. Idea is the same person begging. Is the same person begging right now. Okay? Is the same person begging. Somebody said Jonathan buried Ojukwu with a Nigerian. Okay, Ojukwu had a Nigerian hero. Big mistake. And maybe you want to say buried Ojukwu with a Nigerian flag. Yes, he was buried with a Nigerian flag. He was buried with a Nigerian flag. So what are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here? Innocent people will keep on dying, even with this vast means of sourcing information. With this wealth of information at your disposal, someone is still telling you how to think. The person you are calling a hero, you not even vetted him. You heard what the same lie you were told is the same lie I was told. Guess what? I woke up and started piecing everything together, found out that these people lied to us. Okay? Don't worry, we will do that one. Okay? I found out they lied to us, and me, I'm not the same person you will lie to with the same thing. 1 million people can believe it. I myself, I refuse to. If out of 1 million people, majority refuse to think, guess what? I'm going to think. I'm not going to suspend my critical thinking because majority of people refuse to think. It's up to them. So I will not share in their ignorance. As long as I'm not sharing in their ignorance, I am not a part of them. So long as I'm not a part of them, I am not going to be a part of any catastrophe that will befall them. Very simple. Very, very simple. Biafra is the biggest mistake of Ndi till date. Till date. Like someone said, anyone talking about that Biafra should be stoned. Okay? And check it. The same thing they did then is what they are doing now. Criminals will start a fight. They will disappear, take their children away, leave you to suffer. Then after they come, oh, we are representing our people. We are representing our people. That in 2021, someone is calling in Nayaba. Oh, he was in that. It's people need. Go and check his constituency. Even the window dressing he tried to do. See that road he was standing in 2 days ago. I saw the photo like this. Look at what he's doing. Rubbish. Rubbish. If you interlock your house today, you spent more money in your house than any near Baribe has spent in the entire senatorial district he's representing. They say, hey, he's speaking for us. Do you need anyone to speak for you? Are you mad? What happened to your mouth? At what point would you start demanding they work for you? Are Igbos in short supply of people who can speak? So you prefer words over actions right now. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? And the people that are actually doing the work are the ones you're supposed to hate. Go and what? Okay, I'm coming. You say, did I see the president body language? My dear, you don't even, the very first way, the very first day, the president discharged, they said the link is broken. It's okay, let me try it. The very first day, the president, I'm coming, let me try to. The day he discharged all these people, why is it not? I'm coming, let me try the link again. 1 minute, guys. The president discharged them like keys. I've seen the mistake. I've seen the mistake, guys. Double slash StreamYard. StreamYard.com/ I'm coming. UGBF MAAH55. Okay, here is the accurate link, guys. Copy. Yeah, I've shared the accurate link, guys. Let me share it again, and I will still share it on YouTube. Sorry, I made a mistake with the first link. I made a mistake with the first link. That's why. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I've done it when it's okay. See, yeah, 22 on YouTube, guys. Thank you. I see you all on YouTube. Please like. If you don't like the video, like it so people will join us. Yeah, I've posted the link now. Okay. Here's the accurate link. I made a mistake. Sorry. He said Kanu has challenged his personality. Of course. He's challenged his children. He thought that he can use intimidation. Look at a stupid man. Look at a stupid man. Thinking that he will cage our people because he believes that the politicians that are sending him, he is protecting, are strong enough to pay for the elimination of anyone they want to eliminate. Or they can intimidate you. They will go and fashion one nonsense lie. Or they can call any idiot they think is close to you, just like the useless ACX. Someone who said he's close to me, but two places I live in Abuja, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know any of them. They will call them and be doing all this. Ordinary people don't have time to be defending themselves. People will call you, oh, take it easy, slow down. Ask my father. Ask my father. He's feeling it up now. You can't talk me out of what I believe in. Okay? You simply can't. Let me bring our brother here. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, really. Good morning.
Well done.
And good morning to all who is listening to Undiluted Truths. First I will continue to thank you for all you're doing, because people may not understand it. Before I go there, let me congratulate the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I saw a video a guy did the Enugu Onitsha Express Road, massively under construction. I'm not a fan of the Nigerian government, but then what commendable is commendable. And, I understand that most of us have our biases, and those biases have been metamorphosed into hatred that has blinded the mind. That even if maybe it comes to upgrade my village and give me good roads, I may not see reasons to like him, but I will thank him. Now, straight to this program, so this issue, they are not doing enough. That is just the truth. Because they need to learn from what is happening with the Northeast.
Yes.
That should be their point of reference. The mistakes, the kid gloves, the lukewarmness that led to the point we are today, that is a shame that Kanu is being used in Nigeria. And these are purely military hardware aircraft used for nothing but, war purposes, cluster bombing and the likes of that. Now, let most of us who are from the Southeast begin to listen to most of the elites, like Governor El-Rufai today. He's taking a stand that all the forests should be bombed. They should forget about collateral damage. What does that entail? He understands that most of the Fulanis, the good ones, because one thing most people do not know, we have two types of Fulanis. We have Fulani Geri and Fulani Jukun. There are those who live in community and those who live in the bushes. I understand. Sure. He has come up to say to the federal government, go ahead, forget about collateral damage. It means every human, every animal, everything in sight should go with these bandits. You understand? Yes. And these are the same persons that were making excuses, that were beating their chest, boldly saying these things. But today, their biases have led them to the point of where if El-Rufai was the president, he's willing to eliminate everything in sight. Now, when we come to the issue we are having, the federal government needs to take this into the center of gravity. I have made this postulation and continue to make it. Yes, it will be diplomatic, but it is doable. If they begin to serve through the Nigerian High Commissions in various countries, these guys, like say, example, Chike, if they begin to serve them papers through the Nigerian embassy in Switzerland, my brother, all these things will die down. Take it or leave it. And one thing most of them do not know that Nnamdi Kanu, as he stands now, would have been preferred to be arrested by the British police. Yeah. He was on the run. Before his arrest, for the last 2 years, he's never stayed in the UK. Let any of them come and dispute. Yeah. I am talking from facts. Yeah. He's been junketing from one country to the other. When he realized they were getting close on him, he couldn't stay America, he couldn't stay Germany anymore. He switched to Africa, forgetting that this is intelligence. I mean, when I say to people, nobody can defeat any government. Even the government is free that, most of them do not even understand what is soft skill. They will track you down. He was a fugitive on the run. This is the truth. He cannot deny it. Now, how can a British citizen who has health issue be going to Kenya for treatment? Let people piece the post together if it's not on the run. No, just tell me, how can I be ill and I decide to be going to Nigeria for treatment? You understand? This is the simple truth. Now, what is the federal government waiting for? Taking this into the center of gravity. Now, people of the Southeast will be making excuses and biases today. What they are doing is completely declaration of war. You cannot, you're a non-state actor in a sovereign state. You are putting orders that the national anthem should not be sung in their schools, that the Nigerian flag should be pulled down, and the government is watching. Come on. I think the government is not even serious, to be honest. And for every one of us who are still thinking is about giving you a country and ourselves in a position where we end up becoming refugees in our own communities. You know, bottom line, these guys are making a bad situation worse. They are not interested in giving you any country, and nobody can give you a country. Not even as it stands now, the politicians cannot do that. You know, my brother, you've spoken this truth loud and clear, and most of them, various news outlets, they've interpreted the interview of President Buhari the way they understood it. And one thing I took out there is he came out to say he would not interfere with the judiciary, which again states his stance. You know, we are the ones complaining of Nigeria not working. I mean, the system and institutions. Now, how can people want the president to meddle into matter before the judiciary? You know, let them allow these guys to have their say in court. At the end of the day, Adenika's grandson did not say 1/4 of what Nnamdi Kanu said. And the British authority came for him. You know, one thing people need to understand, these guys are trying to drag us into a big mess. But they don't see it. All they're seeing is sentiment. If they drag that region into the mess, who will deal with it? You know, people need to wake up. At the end of the day, the government needs to do better. I appeal to the government, even not the Minister of Foreign Affairs. He needs to liaise with the appropriate security authorities. You know, they need to begin to file with evidence cases against all these broadcasters.
Through diplomatic channels.
That is it. Now, Ghana, I don't want to mention America or UK. Ghana will not tolerate such behaviors from their citizens.
Yes.
I mean, people need to think, how can these guys, Chike Doziem and Co., sit outside of Nigeria and be giving orders? Do people understand what the Nigerian flag stands for? That is a symbol of authority. You know, you can't compare children from singing national anthem. At the end of the day, 2023 is just by the corner. The politicians are grooming up. If you feel genuinely that you want to fight for your people, by now you should be on ground politicking. By now they should be on ground joining the political train. I have seen, okay, let me just use the most recent election in Anambra. Dr. Patrick Madoka, he's a US-based, I think, physician. I don't know his area of specialist, philanthropist, wealthy. But he felt he wants to serve the people of Anambra. He came down to join the politics, to participate, even if he did not win. That is what somebody who wants to do things the right way. Remember, this individual is wealthy, but he did not go about trying to be shouting on radio or, you know, even if he has, you know, things on ground that can speak for him, but he came down to join politics and he lost the election, took it in good faith. Now, he may not win today, but what about the next election? You know, he can encourage the youths around to see the need to begin to participate. The issue we are having is we have politicians who are abusing the system. Nigeria is not the only corrupt country in the world.
Yes.
You know, every state, okay, now, let me use my state again as an example. Will any sane Abian tell me that since the last election 2019 to date, that Okeze Bazo is not getting his allocation from the central, from the federal government?
Say he hasn't commissioned a single thing.
What about the IGR? What about the borrowings? Do we think if we go into investigation that will not find evidence that this present government of PDP in Abia State has gone to borrow from commercial banks on behalf of the state? Where is the funds? Now, after the last election, Osita Chidioka made, you know, a post educating us that in the next 4 years, Soludo will be controlling 400 billion naira. If that money is put to use, it will not transform Nigeria, Anambra to Dubai, but at least it will elevate, it will make a difference. You know, let's think about these things, people. If these guys are truly concerned about the welfare of the people, about what they're talking about, then they understand it's a political process. They need to come down on ground, join the political, you know, atmosphere. You may not win the election. But at the end of the day, you will encourage people to continue. And at the end of the day, you begin to teach these guys how to hold their leaders accountable. You cannot sit in Switzerland in your comfort zone, endangering our little children, our little siblings, who are, going to secondary schools and primary schools, not to sing the national anthem. So what does it mean?
I'm not even see, you see that one? I want them to enforce it. I dare IPOB. You see, you people, I dare you people. Una no fit do am, thunder fire all of them. Chinas and Wewu, Chiko Edozienti, what's his name? What's the name of the other idiot? Benjamin Muhammadu, Emmanuel Kanu, all of you, I dare you to enforce it. I dare you to enforce it. Do you know why I'm daring you now? If you do, you are damned. If you don't, you are damned. Let me explain it to you. The moment you people start disturbing school children, those people will now have their eyes open to understand the scam you people are running, and they will be bringing more information. Then we will deal with you people. Then, if you don't do it, I will still come here to mock you. Now it's yours. Carry on, my brother.
And one thing, on a quick note, most people need, like you said, research. In the last 30 years, only 9 countries has gained independence.
Oh.
Now, people need to understand this. United Nations is not even interested in countries breaking up anymore. If they were, they would have put pressure on Spain for the Catalonians. They would have put pressure on Westminster for Scotland. They would have put pressure on Denmark for Greenland. They would have put pressure on Canada for people of Quebec. And at the end of the day, people need to understand this. These guys are not fighting for a country. I said it on the other day on my first program, even if he tries to correct, the only thing that is sure as certain is 2023, there will be general elections in Nigeria. And what that means, it produces new leaders from the presidency to your councillor. How are you preparing yourself? This is where the question lies. Today, Tinubu is politicking. And, people of the Southeast, they don't want to do their work. They don't want to politic. They don't want to negotiate. You feel it's your turn. This is not a birthright. Politics is negotiated. People may not understand it. Even the last election, the American presidency, the Democrats, they negotiated the power. Who's going to go for it? This is part of the politicking. We need to wake up. These guys want to endanger us. Yes, you cannot make a bad situation worse. At the end of the day, they are not fighting for anything. Let them go and look at their broadcasters on their channels. All they've been accusing themselves is, who is committing fraud and who is stealing from who and who is not stealing from who. And these are the people. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, these people they are doing nothing. It's so unfortunate how this camp flew. That is the first thing I asked myself. How did this thing fly in the first place? And like you rightly said, it is high time, we open up the conversation about Biafra. Most recently, there were publications on few national dailies, how Ojukwu broke down and cried when he came back to Nigeria, how he regretted participating in the, how he regretted calling for the war. And like you said, let people ask themselves, Michael Okpara wasn't dead before the Civil War or Biafra War. Zeke was there. Pa Anthony Onahuru was there. Do they know how many people he placed under house arrest?
Oh. We are losing my brother. Okay, I think he got a call.
No, I didn't get a call. Do they know how many people he placed under house arrest? Now, the thesis, the prognosis, we've not even diagnosed the war. All we got was just a single story from different quarters. Oh, it was due to the pogrom. It was due to this, due to that. But when a deeper investigation is carried out, you see that came as act of retaliation from the first coup that ever happened. I don't want to go in there. What I'm saying is this. We need to learn to forgive ourselves. We need to learn to love ourselves. And we need to tell ourselves the truth that Ndi Igbo are highly vested in Nigeria. Let's come. Nigeria is a project. Let's ask for a stake in that project and let's partake. I do not have, probably, People may not see it. Even if you don't have investment all over the country, think about the next Igbo man. You know, you see, one thing people fail to understand, to the Igbos, Nigeria is like, we are all over the place and we're welcome. And when people tell you you're not free, don't you ask them a question? When I did my youth service in Taraba State, I worked for INEC. In course of that election, I went to the interior part of Taraba, which are predominantly Fulani community, because I served in Gaso local government. I went deeper into the forest. Then there were no banditry. Believe you me, the chemist I saw there was being run by a Nsuka guy. We are all over the place. Now, they will tell you, oh, they want to take over our land. We go to Lagos. Almost all parts of Lagos, we are buying lands, we are building.
In land, in the north, land is everywhere. Most people don't even own lands in the north. It's owned by the government. Your own people that build hotels there and tell you, hey, when we want to sell it, they will price it at cheap. This and that. It's because even the land they build the thing on don't have C of O because the land was not sold to you. So people, do you know the land in Borno State and Adamawa combined together is bigger than the entire Igbo land times two. And people who don't, let's say the truth, these people don't have greed in their culture like we have in the South. And when you come to the South, Igbos are the number one. Then you talk about the Benin. In southern Nigeria, greed, when you talk about greed, Ndi Igbo one, Ndi Benin two, Ndi Benin two. You see Igbos and Benin, the worst, the lamest giants in southern Nigeria. The people who should have been the backbone of the South, but corruption, greed, and everything. People who don't have that culture are somehow coming to take your small land. Your small land. Carry on, my brother.
Now, the last census, national census, was in 2006. Did we participate? No. We believe what Masob was saying, or Wazirike. Now, when Kanu comes to say that they have more population than the Southeast, we begin to cry. They counted their goats and their cows. On the day of census, did we partake? On the day of election,
your own goat.
On the day of election in the Southeast, they declare Tofen Salade. Who are you doing? You are undoing yourself. You would not vote. And before you know, all these politicians will emerge. People can argue election works in Nigeria. The only thing we can bring into focus is the irregularities. And how do we fight that irregularities? That should be our point of interest. Whether you like it or not, they declare winners by numbers. Who gets the highest vote win the election. Then the tribunal and the likes of it is a different kettle of fish. Now, the irregularities, it is still us that helps to facilitate it. Who does the ballot snatching, the toggery, the everything? It is still us. So election works in Nigeria. The better we understand and wake up, if the need is about helping our region, then even if I cannot partake as a gladiator, encourage and tell people the truth. Do not tell them what they need to hear. Since 1999 to 2022, what has changed? Nothing. Nothing. My brother, let me just start rushing in. Thank you so much for what you're doing. I appreciate your effort. And at the end of the day, please, the federal government, they need to take this battle to the center of gravity. They should not allow these guys sitting somewhere and be making threats, except they do not consider this a matter of national security. If they consider it a matter of national security, let them go after them. The United States has a law in place. Any person that feels threatened the security of US, something like UK, they go after them. Ghana will not tolerate this. Even Togo will not tolerate this. I don't know why the government is keeping quiet. These guys are, they're becoming emboldened. They feel, my brother, if Chike Josiem today get an invite from the Swedish authority, he will be on the run.
From the Swiss authority, he will run. See, my brother, say the thing. The federal government was never going to. But before I do that, let me answer this question. Somebody said our land is more costly than other parts of Nigeria. No, it's expensive because it's market forces. The forces of demand and supply. When you have a limited number of something, it will be very expensive. But when you have an abundance of it, it will be very cheap. We don't have a land. Are you hearing me? We don't have a land. The man I am buying cattle from, in Taraba State. His land, his farm, it's like, I will use my eyes now, go around my place, like half of my village. Half of my village, I'm talking about half of Umutu, is someone's farm. So that is why theirs are not expensive. And they don't even want to come here and live. They don't even have any long-term plan in our place.
Can I interject quickly? You know, most of them, like they say, Ogala or travel and see. At least during my youth service, I went to Adamawa. Let me use Taraba State as example now. From Ukare to Gaso, it's just 2 local government apart. I think after Ukare, then you pass Mutumbu, then you come into Gaso. It's about 4 hours drive. Then now to drive from Ukare to Jalingo, the capital. Even let's say to drive from Gaso, the capital, Gaso to the capital Jalingo. It's a long drive. Most of them have not gone out. So they don't understand these things. When we talk about land, it is very vast. Within the same state, to drive from one local government to the other, it's not like when you want to drive from Omaya to Omaya South. In less than 20 minutes, if I go Omaya South. You know, my brother, thank you so much. I'll be backstage now. Listen, let me just catch you.
Thank you, my brother. Let me bring on someone else that has been waiting. Thanks so much. We have another guest, Magaji. This my brother will host me today. Thank you, my brother.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Go on.
Hello, everyone. You know, say I've been fear before. I've been fear. Say, you know, say this PMB, he get relationship with this old guy. This idiot that led those elders to go talk to him. They had a very cordial relationship. Out of respect, he said he will look into the issue. I can't look back. I can't cite the guy history to see who he was. But I've seen him making derogatory statement that PMB is a by God, PMB hating but people. I say, you the same you talk this thing, the same you. This is what I tell people. Listen to this, every Igbo man. 2023 is coming. If Jagaban or any Yoruba man becomes president on 2023, that person will have the absolute prerogative to say, look, me, I will offer presidential pardon to Sunday Igboho. Go and open the cell and allow him to walk freely on the street. If a Yoruba man becomes president, but if an Igbo man becomes a president, if, hypothesis, becomes a president, let's say, I don't know, any Igbo person will become president, that Igbo man will have the prerogative to free Nnamdi Kanu. If he wants to, he will do that as a president. No. But these people, they will not think logically that go for the power first and get what you want. Rather, they want to go through the way where, look at his life. It's not in the hand of a Fulani woman to decide what she wants to do. The people he hate. Yes, with the pain, with paper, she just need to write and his life is destroyed forever. The people you hate now own you. They will now control your destiny. So do things with logic. Think. Not be by gra. These guys, they are sitting abroad. They could be fished out. He's just there creating a parallel state, giving order from abroad to people in the. I know why they are doing that. They are doing that. It's not as if because they love Biafra. They are doing that because they want to keep it remain relevant. You know, people were asking them that what are the DOS doing on the ground? What are they doing? What are they doing behind the scene? You know, people started accusing them of being sold out. So they had to do some kind of gimmick to show that, yes, they are still in the movement. Look at some of them are going out, they are calling it Idu Nation. When I saw them calling it Idu Nation, I laughed. I said, Chivo, I was so happy because that is when I knew that the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu was effective.
See, my brother, see one thing they don't understand. I've seen some of my friends from Benin and the Edo State in general talking here. These people will be insulting Benin people. Remember when this fight started? They will be insulting Benin people. Oba slaves. You are slaves to your Oba. You are this. You are slave. Now, you've adopted Idu as your name. Automatically, you've made yourself a slave to the Oba. And now, we are not a slave living like within the heartbeat of the realm. You are across the Niger. That means you are the worst type of slave. Idu means you are subjecting yourself to the whims of Oba of Benin. And can someone shout own gold specialist? Carry on, my brother.
But when I saw this confusion came in, I was happy because I knew that at least the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu has created confusion, almost like 50% demoralized the whole movement. That was the time you made a video about him being in southern Cameroon.
Yes.
And I saw that he was arrested. So I told somebody, I say, one of my friends, he's a very staunch IPOB guy. Staunch IPOB. I tell her, say, Baba, don't arrest your guy. I send a picture of the guy in Gucci Prada. See, that guy was sick for 4 days. He was vomiting, sick. He couldn't believe it. He said, no, Nnamdi Kanu is too smart. Said the Nigerian government will never get hold of him. He's too smart for that. I say, you never see smartness finish. It's not smartness that God and God there. So my people, use your brain. If an Igbo man becomes president, he can release him. Use your brain. Think of what you have. Nigeria as a big market for the Igbo people to sell their product. Occupy the market. Go anywhere in Nigeria freely. Nobody will harass you. There's no part of Nigeria, no matter how local, thick, dangerous that place is, you see an Igbo man selling product here. All the stores all over Nigeria, in Kano, everywhere you see them selling product. And the people of the community love them. You know, some of them even speak outside there. You know, take over the whole Africa instead of trying to carve a little land for yourself. It doesn't work that way. Now the whole thing is just being diluted and everything. People are failing to see where the error is coming from. And I feel really bad for them because young people are dying. This is another. Nnamdi Kanu is one of the biggest error. By the time everything is done, everything is unveiled, the damage this guy has caused, people will realize that he's one of the biggest error, that he's a cause to the Igbo land. Because this guy has brought pain, he has brought causes on misery. You know, ordering them. Yes.
Destitution. Cannibalism.
Absolutely. Killings. He unleashed beasts of people. You know, I was telling somebody, I said there are 3 types of revolution. Number 1, there is political revolution. 2, there is economic revolution. 3, there is socio-cultural revolution. Economic revolution is simple. Nnamdi Kanu can decide and say, okay, look, our state and our region is underdeveloped. Let us focus to how to fix it economically with all the Igbo diaspora, with our governors. Let's mount pressure on them and fix it. Put rails, you know, develop our farms and everything. Also, socio-cultural movement, you will say, okay, we have certain bad culture in Igbo land, like the culture of burial, excess, where you spend money for nothing. Let us fix that. Let us fix right for women, that they can inherit properties, you know, fix certain cultural ills, that, or certain hatred among Igbos, you know, certain inter-ethnic hatred, you know, Anabrama will not marry an Imo person or anything. Just fix those breaking this thing in your community, you know. But he abandoned all those things. He's going straight away for the political solution. Meanwhile, people are hungry.
No, see what you don't understand, my brother. He never set out to achieve anything. It's like I will tell you now that we are hunting for a dragon. Now, the hunt for a dragon, so many people have heard dragons, how dragons behave now, but not one person has seen a single dragon, neither have they seen a single person. Now, what does that make you when you catch a lot of people to go dragon or unicorn hunting? It means that you will take them for a ride all the rest of your life, and you can turn it like a church issue, bring your brothers, your sisters, your children to join, which is what you are seeing in this IPOB. Kanunta is not a registered member of IPOB. Unbeknownst to IPOB members, Kanunta and the man are actually the people that helped Nnamdi Kanu set up this IPOB after he stole Radio Biafra from was reading. Now, so far people are following that thing. So you see why it pains me when people say, hey, if he's not doing it right, he's not even doing anything. He is not doing anything. That's why he had to stage all those things. Check. Meeting UN, staged. EU, staged. Trump, staged. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, staged. Everything staged. And somehow we've forgotten about Netanyahu.
Yes, yes. This is the problem. All the lies. He said he had international support, but where are the international support that he had? Now that he's in dungeon, where are the support? That is the lie that people don't want to look back to say, oh, he told us all these things, and these things are not true. Go back and see that almost everything.
Sorry, hold on. Edo Tony, inbox me your number. You can check the inbox. Inbox me your number. I will contact you later. Please carry on, my brother. I'm talking about Benjamin Netanyahu and the lies he told them.
Yeah, so the people need to see that he lied to them. I tell them, I said, look, by the time everything is done, and the damage that guy has caused in Igbo land, it should be. And this is the problem. The same error that happened during the Biafra war is still happening now. You are not ready with food. There is no, how can you transport food to feed your military? Through which land? First of all, to feed them. The same error. Right now, the war never even start. Hunger don't they kill people. They don't they chop themselves. They don't turn cannibals. Eating themselves. Say ESN in the bush, ESN in the bush. War never even start. Oh, you don't they chop yourself. So instead of you to take care of the first problem of food and water, make sure that you provide these things for your community. You are there starting a trouble that you can't even fix it. I will level the zoo. I will level the zoo. Now zoo don't level you. I follow him in lawyer, barrister Ejiofor, barrister whatever they call his name. That one is even more delusional. He's always praying. He's leading one Jewish prayer now. Praying every evening. They are leading prayer. He's praying for Yoruba, Biafra nation, praying for this. I said, this guy, no prayer will not solve you. Prayer will not fit. Prayer will save you from what is coming for you. He thinks that he can pray his way. He can pray his way out of don't try.
May I not be in the hands of my enemy. And my last resort is prayers. And most of it is coming from my lead counsel. When my lawyer is resorting to prayer to save me from the hands of the people that I have insulted for years, my dear, say your own document.
Did you hear that he was replaced recently by one senior counsel?
He said something, but we've not seen the man now. We are waiting.
We didn't see the man, but he was claiming that he was the one who introduced him to Nnamdi Kanu. And I was thinking, I said, oh, really? If you were good, why would Nnamdi Kanu bring another person to require another person? I was thinking, I said, this is something is going on now. Panic is going on there. They don't know. My people, when I open an eye, you guys need to know what is going on. This guy is destroying the whole community, and it's not good. After all these things, just struggle, hold your governors accountable. They are having 4-something billion naira allocation monthly to look at what Zulum is doing in Borno State with the crisis. He's building the state. You no crisis in your state, yet your governor can't show anything what they're using the money to do.
They are still building Osisioma Center table. Osisioma Center table is still in process.
It's really sad. My people, when I open you and me are really thankful for you because you are so bold. They wanted to use intimidation to shut everybody off. Me, I go write article. If I write article, they'll come back and say Igbophobia. Say this Hausa man hate Igbo. They will use all sorts of things. One of my friends say this Facebook. One of my respected friend, lady friend, say this Facebook there is hate for Igbo. I say me hate Igbo. 3 of my family members are married to Igbo. My immediate younger sister, fiance is an Igbo guy. What will I hate Igbo to do? When somebody is trying to tell you the truth, you start using blackmails, emotional blackmail, and say they hate it. Don't be Igbo, man. Since how many years have you been doing this against Nnamdi Kanu? Can you see that? And then they will call you Sabo. I was in a meeting a few days ago.
See, these people, when you are dealing with them, just say the truth, focus on what you're saying, forget any other thing they are saying. Every other rubbish, ask them, if I am not doing the right thing, why were they trying to bribe me? Why have they contacted so many people to get in touch with me so we can sit down and dialogue? If what I'm saying, if I've been lying, if all I've been saying are lies, why are they trying to win me over? And above all, if this is not a threat to them, why are they so much concerned?
For your information, I not tell you this thing, but yesterday evening, as I come out, some group of people were discussing about you here in France. Somebody see me. He tell they say this guy say me I deal with Uche Mefo. Uche, you know Uche Mefo. Is it not that the Uche Mefo is the
former deputy.
He say me I dey work with Uche Mefo. Say another guy dey. Say they call her Ijele dey. Say that one at DSS. Say both of us. Say all of us. Say two of us. Say DSS are sponsoring us to fight Biafra movement. Say what? Meanwhile, other guy no shake me. I can't look. I can't say If they tell the other one no shake her, the next thing started talking in Igbo language. All of them, I wasn't hearing what they were saying, but they were angry, bitter. They were looking at me like this. You know, they were organizing this the IPOB meeting thing, and I was looking at them. I say, so anyway, they see me now. Say me that DSS agent I be. Say biggest DSS agent that I'm working with is Ijele. I think Ijele don't become masquerade for that face that when they say she might enter their body. Now all of them, because I sent him the video of that same video where you predicted that he was in Southern Cameroon before he was arrested. He said, how did you know this information? Say, how did you know this information? I said, hey, no people not say. So I want you to tell us what is the power behind you. You get juju power near be na presidential power be. Who are you? Are you a prophet or what?
My brother, when the land sends you on an errand, when you are doing like this thing you see now, it takes someone who is very unforgiving. It takes someone who is very tenacious. And above all, it takes someone who is more violent than them.
That is true.
To counter them. Now, I am not so proud of so many things I did as a kid, but I don't regret any of them. Why? They led me to where I am today. There is nothing I am doing now that is new to anyone who grew up with me or who knew me as a kid. So when you see yourself in a position to redirect the lost masses into the right path, you will need all those things to come together. Why? Because the powers that are doing these things, they rely on this intimidation to remain in politics. Without politics, they cannot do any other thing. That is why they are professional politicians. So, being that they've tasted money, any beast that has tasted blood will always demand more blood. So they will stop at nothing to do this. Now, when you find yourself in a position where you are doing all these things, we just have to make it known to them that this is what you believe in. You are going to say it. If they want a debate, no problem. And if they want to do it the other way, then you are ready. And don't just say it. Make sure you back it up with action. If they can tell you the truth, most of their so-called commanders who've opened their mouths to say that Ijele is their assignment, almost all of them are now dead. I'm not talking about the ones in jail. I'm talking about dead from Ikonso to the rest of them. You can't find anyone. In fact, if you know any of them, find out his video and send it to me. He will, and that is how you deal with evil. I said something to a man. I won't mention his name, but he's a very highly placed man. I was in his office. Spencer and Emmanuel of Private TV knows the person I'm talking about. We were sitting down and we were talking. And they started asking, how do you think we will solve this? I told them, when you have a fire, you have a farm. Okay, let me use this one as an example. Who is calling me? When you have a farm like this, like you have a large farm like this, this big circle is your farm. Now, there is fire here. There is a raging fire here.
Yes.
This fire here can spread to this place, can equally spread to here, and here. So when you have this type of fire, this type of fire, look at it, there is wind, and the grasses around are dry.
Yes.
If you try to use water, the more you pour water there, the fire will start escalating. It will start moving. Now, in this case, you find out that this is not a fire you will use water to quench. What you will do is that you build a perimeter here. First circle, second circle. You see these two circles now? There is a first one here. There's a first one inside here.
Yes.
Then there is this second one. What you will do is you make a space between this one and this one. Now that space will now save all these places. You will now set a bigger fire that will start burning here to consume this one. You are not destroying this. You sacrifice this small one to save every other place.
Yes.
And that is how we are supposed to do to these people. Forget that they are speaking Igbo, they are from your region, they are doing this. If you leave them, they can engulf the whole place. But when you start a bigger fire and meet it, you destroy it. People will shout, hey, you are destroying your land. Don't worry, finish everything. Within 2 months, grasses will start going up there. In fact, it will be greener. And all those people that made that noise will not remember that there was a time a small fire was threatening the whole farm.
Do you know what I call this? I call it ruthless pragmatism, and you are the right person for this. A lot of people are saying that Nnamdi Kanu is special, that he has some kind of prophetic power because of the way he talks. You know, with history, this. They don't know. I will give you a word. Go on dictionary, type the word high conflict personality. That is when you will know that Nnamdi Kanu is nobody. He has that psychology. The guy don't colo. He don't colo. Because somebody was like, I was telling somebody, I say, all of us are frustrated about Nigeria. But why is it that only Nnamdi Kanu has the energy, the time to focus solely on Nigeria? It's because he don't colo, his brain is not working proper. But people with high conflict personality, they have one thing to do. Donald Trump has that kind of personality. A lot of leaders have that kind of personality. For you to be able to, you must be troublesome. And the people with this kind of personality is that they always find something to focus. If they focus on that thing, they don't give up. They like bulldog. They're gonna do on top of that thing till the thing. If that thing don't destroy them, they will destroy that thing.
Yes.
That's that kind of personality of madness, obsession with something, obsessed with this Biafra thing. He will lie to himself, deceive himself, believe his own lie, then he will use it and lie to the people and repeat it 10,000 times so that the people will believe it. That is the psychology behind his personality. Just type the word high conflict personality. You will see that he's displayed every characteristics that I'm telling you. Blaming Fulani for all the problem of his land. Blaming, calling Yoruba newspaper. Always blaming others, but never himself. There was a time he said that all Igbo people should die. This guy is suicidal. He's on a mission for Kamikaze. He wants to take all the Igbo people with him. So it should be clear to you that you are following a madman that doesn't think, that doesn't reason anything. And this is the psychology behind his personality. There's nothing special. We have seen this threat in so many revolutionary leaders. Him is not revolutionary. He's just obsessed and just mad and crazy. More also, is an enterprise for him. Aside from having that personality, that thing is bringing money. Aside from money, the thing is giving him power and access to women freely.
To fuck all these beautiful Igbo women for free, he will be promising them Biafran First Lady. And with that promise of Biafran First Lady, he will be counting them census. Counting them census. Now, from UK to Holland to Germany to everywhere, some he will invite over. Then all these Caribbean women will be carrying them, flying on private jets. They will be doing bunga party.
Does he have children?
Of course, now this idiot knows that the land has cost him and his family. Evidence. There is a mango tree. There was a mango tree. They cut it down. A mango tree in his father's compound. That mango tree just withered with fruits on her. And in my place is a sacrilege. That thing is very ominous. And this is not like a superstition or no. Any family where that thing happens, go there, give them less than one generation, give a half generation, they will be completely gone. Then within one generation, you see anyone. And he's death tormented. He knows, I believe he's playing game of averages. Like, let him sow seeds everywhere. Maybe he will have 8. At the end of the day, even if 5 dies, he will manage them. Unbeknownst to him, he wouldn't bring their life to see how those ones will die.
So how many children does he have?
I don't know. I can't say for sure.
I'm not even sure if he has children himself, because
see the one we know. There is one girl. He got this girl pregnant. Girl was
that light-skinned lady.
The one in Enugu. I'm talking about the one in Enugu.
Okay.
All of them are light-skinned. There was one in Enugu. The girl is from Nanka. The girl is from Nanka. He even bought a house for her. We know the address of the house. We know the address of the house in Enugu. Okay? Now, there is Uchechi. Before Uchechi, there was this girl from Benin. When he came back, he was sleeping with that girl when he was in Nigeria. The girl was like 16, 17, also 10. Now, Uchechi has this other, yes, this other one, and we are sure of. Then we don't know the other ones. He could have more, he could not. Okay? So we are not sure.
Okay. So what una dey put salt for him beans, so I be una dey give am beans, no salt inside.
You go hear when the people wey give them beans, make it red away salt.
Gucci leader.
We know the cook and done well, sir. You know they done well. You know
no wonder they cry. They know they give me food, though. They know they give me food, though.
Let him cry there. Let him go and die. My people, please, before I draw this to a close, I will be appearing on our brothers' platform this evening. Please, my brother, tell them where they will see us this evening, the time, and
yes, we'll be on PO Box Africa. So 6 p.m. today, PO Box Africa, Nigerian time will be on. I'll be inviting my brother, and we will have a very fantastic conversation. Still too much respect for you. So the page is PO Box Africa. It's available on. That's what we'll be on. So join us and join us tonight. Yes, 6 p.m. Nigerian time.
Yeah,
we'll be on YouTube. On YouTube, the YouTube is Africa Uncensored. Africa Uncensored, and the Facebook page is PO Box Africa. So you will catch us there.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
All right, okay, let me let you know. All right,
bye. Yeah, I greet you. So my people, thank you so much for being a part of the program this wonderful morning. You like and follow the page if you haven't done so. Then subscribe to my YouTube channel. The name of the YouTube channel is Lawlessness. Subscribe to the channel so we'll keep in touch with each other. We don't miss anything. I don't want any of you to say I couldn't get you here. I couldn't get. Try on YouTube, please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Lawlessness. And those of you that are watching us on YouTube, I thank you so much. One more thing before you go: if you've not liked the video on YouTube, like it. Like the video on YouTube, and help us share it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you can. So people will be able to get in touch and in touch with the truth and know what we are doing here. Thank you, everyone, for all you are doing. Thank you for being here. I wish you the best of the day. May the new year bring us good tidings. Stay blessed. The Ghana woman, yeah, the very first one, the one who used to get paper in the UK. Yes, that one too. Yeah. Thank you, my people. Bye.